Delve into art, architecture, and design with Srijan Design Academy SDA and thrive in exams, college, and career. Welcome to SDA. Figure-based aptitude. Topic 01. Number of triangles. Part 02. Relevant for exams like NATA, JEE P2, NID, CEED and UCEED.
Hello everyone. Today we are doing second part of number of triangles. So in the first part we studied about finding the number of triangles within a triangle. Now we'll be talking about finding the number of triangles within a square or a quadrilateral. So what is happening in this case? You have a square given and we are depicting a line between it. So when you have a line between it, okay, you get two triangles. One is this part and another one is the other part. Okay, so basically we have two triangles in this case. We'll see other examples and understand how this changes. Now in this case, what happened? There is one more line. So when you have one more line in this case, okay, so if I draw it, these two triangles which we earlier identified, this one and the other one is already existing. Okay, so what is extra now? We are getting these extra triangles. Okay, so this one is an extra triangle. Similarly, the other one. That means this is third triangle and this is fourth. So overall we have got, so whenever we draw a diagonal, we get two triangles. And other than that, we are getting two more triangles. So that becomes 2 plus 2 and therefore it becomes 4. Next, now in this case, what is happening? We are getting two rectangles. So we have one rectangle on one side. Okay, so if I simply take one rectangle, what is happening? We are getting a diagonal. So therefore we are getting 1 and 2. So this is just 2. So here also we can write 2 and this is also 2. But when we combine both these rectangles, what happens? We are getting one more triangle. What is that triangle? It is this triangle. Okay. It is coming out because of the combinations of both the rectangles. Okay. So it may be there, it may not be there depending upon how these are arranged. So therefore we are getting the fifth triangle here. Okay. So overall what we have 5 triangles in this case. Now we are getting a problem where both the diagonals are there. So when both the diagonals are there, what is going to happen? So let's draw the figure first, then we will be able to understand it easily. So if I draw it here, when you draw one diagonal, what do you get? You get 1 and 2. Similarly, when you draw another square and you draw another diagonal, you get third and fourth. So overall, you are getting 4 bigger triangles. But other than that, what is happening? There are smaller triangles as well. So which we have 1, 2, 3 and 4. So overall, from here, we got 4 triangles, which are the bigger ones, combination of 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 4, 2 and 3. Okay. Similarly, we are getting 4 smaller triangles. So overall, this becomes 8 triangles. Clear everyone? So when you look at a square, you need to look at the bigger triangles and then you need to further look at the divisions within it. In this case, what is going to happen? Now, this question, you can read it in multiple ways, but the best way to understand it, first of all, you understand that it is just diagonals. So when it is just diagonals, how many triangles are there? The 8 triangles. Now let's look what is happening beyond this. So beyond this, we are getting one line. So if I draw this one line, what happens? This triangle, which we counted as smaller triangle, is further getting divided into smaller parts. So this is, let's say, A part and this is, let's say, B part. So overall 2 triangles. Now this line is everywhere. This line is here as well. This line is here as well. This line is here as well. Okay. So what happens? It divides every triangle into 2 parts. Therefore, everywhere we will find 2 triangles, 2 triangles and 2 triangles. Therefore, there are 8 more triangles. So overall, it became 16. Up next, now we are getting a combination of 2 such rectangles where there are both the diagonals. Okay. So again, understand the problem in the similar way. First of all, let's draw a rectangle. So when I draw a rectangle, this is nothing but 8. Okay. When I draw another rectangle right next to it, this is nothing but just 8. So far this is clear. Now let's look at what we can gain out of this combination. So if I join them, we can gain something like this. This is a combination, right? Similarly, we can also gain something like this because this is also a combination. Okay. So when you have 2 rectangles next to each other, you can get a bigger triangle because of the combination. And that combination you have to look for. Okay. Other than that, there is nothing extra. So this combination we have figured out. So that means this is 8 plus 8 plus 2. And therefore, overall, this becomes 18. Up next. Okay, now we have got a little complicated problem. So we need to understand how to go about this problem and then how to find the solution. So there are multiple layers which are there in this case. So let's identify the first layer. First layer is simple. You have a square and you have a diagonal line. Okay, so this is nothing but 2 here. Now within this, you are getting multiple divisions. Okay, so understand each and every division very carefully. So first of all, let's focus on this division. How much is this? This is 8. Okay, we are just looking at this part. So this is clear to us. Similarly, when we look at this part, we are getting 8 again. Similarly, when we look at this part, we are getting 2. Okay, so we have sorted each and every part. Now we need to look for the combinations. Combinations means from this square, from another square, from the square which has 2 triangles, we need to identify whether there are any combination triangles or not. If there are none, then we are okay with it. If there are some, then we need to count it. Okay, so let's try to see, are we getting anything? Yes, so here we have some combinations. So one combination is this, clear? And what is the another combination? Another combination is this. So we are getting 2 different triangles here, which I have highlighted in yellow and black color. So therefore this is also 2. Okay, because what was the grid that we were missing? There is one more grid. In this case, it is this grid. Okay, so when you combine this grid with this line, okay, you'll start getting something. Maybe we can call it this way. Okay, because we have earlier also we have seen this figure. So you need to look at this figure at multiple levels, and therefore we can identify that okay, there are some 8s which are like 8 plus 8, and there are some 2s. So therefore the final answer in this case is 22. Okay, let's move up next. Okay, now what will happen in this case? In this case, again we have similar kind of a figure, but we have one more combination. Okay, so we need to take care of that one more combination. Now, first of all, the combination is this one. Okay, now we understand this combination very well. This is 8 here. Similarly, this is 8 here. We are getting one combined triangle. Okay, we are also getting another combined triangle. Okay, so that became 2. So this is also understood. Now let's look at other figure. This triangle is already there, so that is 1 in itself. Okay, but we are also getting this triangle, the bigger one. Okay, so that is 1 in itself. So what we have got overall? We have got something like 8 plus 8 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1, and therefore this becomes 20. But 20 is not the correct answer. 21 is the right answer in this case. I have missed one triangle in the figure. Let me know in the comments what is the triangle that I have missed. Let's move to the next question now. Okay, this one. Now this is a combination of the exercise which we have done earlier in part 1 and what we are doing here in part 2. Okay, so you are getting sort of a square, rectangle or a quadrilateral, and then you have some combinations within it. So first of all, let's identify what's the underlying grid. So I'm drawing all the 4 lines to make it easy. Then I'm drawing this line and then I'm drawing this line. Okay, so far you just not imagine this line and now look at this figure. So what we are getting? We are for sure getting this thing. So that is 1. We are for sure getting this one. So that is 2. Okay, and other than that, you can also identify 3 smaller triangles. Right? But for the time being, let's avoid 3 smaller triangles and just count this as 1. Okay, and so 1 is the bigger one and 1 is the smaller one. So we are getting 2 here and we are getting 1 here, the green one. Okay, now why I'm doing this? Because for this part, the green part, okay, which is this part, we can apply the method that which we have learned earlier. So what was that method? It was a simple method where we know if you have a triangle which is like this, and within that you're getting 3 lines. That means you're getting 4 triangles. So when you have 4 triangles, this becomes 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Okay, we count everything. Okay, now this 1 and 1. So either you count this one or you count this one. It is your choice. So I'm removing this one here, and therefore I'm getting 9 from this. So I'm getting 2 from this, I'm getting 1 from here, and I'm getting 9 from here. So overall, what will be my answer in this case? It will be 12. Okay, why I did that? Because if I go for counting this triangle, separately, it will become very complicated. So when I can see a combined figure, which I already know, I'll better go for it and count it, and that will be easier for me. Okay, now this question. It is a similar kind of question. So again, you are getting similar things which we talked about, and then you're getting some combination inside it. Okay, so first of all, let me choose this figure. How much this will be? So you have 1, 2 and 3, that becomes 6, because 3 plus, okay, let me write it, 3 plus 2 plus 1. So when I say 3 plus 2 plus 1, which means I have also counted the triangle. Similarly, if I go for this figure, I get the similar thing, that is 6. So these two things are very sorted. Now let me figure out what other things I can get. So I told you, when I draw this figure, which is this one, I get two triangles. One is this one, okay, so which is happily there, and one is this one, that is also there. Okay, other than this, what happens? We get three smaller set of triangles. So what are these three smaller set of triangles? One is this one, another one is this one, and third one is this one. Okay, so of which two we have already counted, so only one is remaining. So that's also done. Now other than this, what are the triangles that we can find because of the combination? So because of the combination, we can find something like this. This is also a triangle. Similarly, this is also a triangle. Clear? So we are getting two more triangles. Even in this case, I have missed two triangles in the figure. So you all let me know in the comments what is the final answer and what are the two triangles that I have missed. Let's move to the next question. This one. Okay, so all of you, this is a question for you all. Look at this question, try to solve it and give me the answer in the comments. Okay, let me solve this question and then we'll end this exercise. So in this case, what is happening? There is one thing that we already know. What is that thing? If I do this, this is 8. If I further do this, which is something like this, then this becomes 16. Now, over and above that, we are getting one more set of lines, which is this. Okay, so what will happen now? So there are two ways to look at this problem. One, you look at this way, it's just an increase in this figure or some addition in this figure. Or another way to look at this figure is that we identify this as one separate element. Now this separate element is having two lines, this and this, and therefore this is simply 8. Now how many such 8s are there? This 8 is there in every corner. Okay, so okay, we have got 32. Now what else we can get other than this 8? So if I combine, okay, I'll get this 8 as well. What is this 8? So one thing is, when I will combine these two figures, okay, I'll get this triangle, which you cannot find in this, okay, because it is a combination of two smaller squares. So you'll get 4 such squares. You will also get this triangle, which is again 4 in number, okay, and there is one more thing. Here we are also getting this triangle, okay, which is from here. Okay, so this one, the blue one was from here, the green one is from here. So blue are 4, the green are also 4, and yellow are also 4. So what we are getting ultimately? We are getting a number which is something like this. We are getting 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, that is nothing but 32, and over that we are getting 3 fourths, that is 12, and therefore this is 44. Clear everyone? This is it from our side. We have few questions for your exercise. So this one question, you all can look at it, do it, answer in the comments. This one more question, do it, answer in the comments. And this is the last question. So thank you everyone, remain connected with us.
To buy our detailed study material online, WhatsApp us on 70420646648 or ping us on Instagram. For more questions, drop a comment on our video. Subscribe us to Thrive in Exams, College, and Career.